Hi, this is Gene with fixmykey.com. If you're watching this video, it is probably because you have a broken Honda key and you're interested in buying one of my key blanks or one like it on eBay. I want to give you a little bit of information and hopefully answer some of your questions that you might have about purchasing one of these key blanks, which you'll see for about $10 on eBay. First of all, you're going to have to switch out all of your electronics, and depending on the model that you have, it could be just swapping out the remote or the remote and the immobilizer or transponder chip. There's two basic designs in the Honda keys, and so we'll have to determine which one you need. So if you decide to order one from me, I need to know what year and type car you have, and I also need to know whether you have 2 or 3 round hole buttons, which basically determines whether you have a trunk release button or a rear hatch release button like on a CR-V or a Honda Civic, because some models have them, some don't. So I need to know if you have a 2-hole or 3-hole button, and whether you and what year and type car it is, so I know which blank you have. One big piece of information you need is that you're going to have to get this key cut professionally by either a Honda dealer or by a locksmith. You cannot take your old metal blank and put inside the housing. It won't hold up and it can't be done. So what you're going to have to do is purchase the blank, swap out the electronics, then take the key to a Honda dealer or a locksmith to have the key cut professionally. I suggest that you have your car there so that they can test the key after they've cut it. Two things to make note of on that. First of all, they are probably going to charge you to cut that key. The machines are very expensive. The replacement bits and so forth are expensive on those, and they're probably going to charge you. Typically, I charge about $15 to $20 to cut it. You will have some that will refuse to cut the key, and the reason is they have seen some bad products come back to them, especially through like eBay. Customers bringing in these key blanks want to cut, and some of those key blanks are very lousy quality, and some dealers and locksmiths don't want to tear up their machines cutting a blank that they don't know. So make some phone calls before you go to have it cut to make sure that they will do it. That's why I got into this business, is because I had customers come to me wanting me to switch out electronics and cut these key blanks for them, and I saw some pretty lousy ones. I started trying to find a supply myself for my customers, and it took a lot of trial and error. I bought a bunch of junk ones and have thrown a bunch of key blanks away because they just weren't worth having. And so I found a good consistent supply. I started selling my cut keys over eBay, and if you want me to cut your key, if you have 2 keys and want to send your key to me to switch out the electronics and cut the key for your car, I can do that. Just see my other auctions or go to fixmykey.com to find out the details. February 2010 prices, you're looking at about $29.95 plus tax. I also look for specials on these and my cut keys and my packages, because sometimes I'll give a special deal on go ahead and replacing the battery at the same time, key covers, and so forth. So look out for those specials, and I can cut them for you if you can send me your electronics key blank, all of it, and I can switch them out for you too. But I look for, and I have found a good consistent supply. I started out cutting keys over there, then I started packaging them up for other Honda dealers and for locksmiths, and now I've decided to start offering them individually because my supply is holding up and I feel comfortable with these keys. So I want to be your supplier on key blanks to repair Honda keys. So if you have any questions, feel free to email me. You can get my email address through eBay or through my web address at fixmykey.com. Thank you.